Spider-Man's uncle is Uncle.
I don't remember.
His name is Uncle
something.
Gary.
That's not his name.
Come on, you knew that.
His name is not Gary.
What is it? Uncle Burns.
That's not his name either.
Uncle Jack.
No.
Come on, you knew that.
It's not Jack either.
Uncle Spencer.
That's not it. Why are you making up names?
Uncle.
If I hear it, I know. Who?
Uncle
Gary.
Ben.
It is Ben. Ben is his name.
They call me Pounds, here I'm known as 9'7". 8 customs create, plus I rhyme great.
YouTube, welcome back. Toyfair 2018. Everybody's excited, passing pictures around, sharing this and sharing that, and looking. It's like, I feel like the world is ending. Hasbro is getting rid of everything. They're like throwing everything at us right now. Like, look, we have this, we got this, we got this. And it's kind of overwhelming. A lot of people are like in shock and awe because there's so many things to look at. And to be honest, it is really overwhelming. But for me, I am really excited to see some of the new Spider-Man Legends they had planned for 2018. And I thought maybe I could just run them by with you and give you my thoughts on a few of them that I saw. I'm very impressed with Hasbro's Spiderverse, and I look forward to the Venomverse, especially the first wave, because the boxes, even the box art looks incredible, and I only saw a little bit of it. But let's get right into it. House of M Spider-Man. This is okay. It looks like just like a regular Spider-Man, but because it's House of M and it's a different costume, I will be happy to pick him up on that pizza Spider-Man body. Looks really good. Paint, deco, everything looks pretty clean on that, so I'm happy. Then we have Kaine. Oh my goodness, everyone's waiting for Kaine again. He looks cool, got the spikes coming out of his hands. The squinted eyes looks great. The bullseye body looks amazing. I knew they were going to do that, by the way. Just from seeing Claw, I knew they were going to do that. Now, Kaine isn't Peter Parker, so I'm not okay with that head. It looks alright, so I'm not mad at it either, but Kaine isn't Peter Parker, and that's clearly a Peter Parker head. But it looks cool with the no pupils. Spider-Ham. I'm not too happy about Spider-Ham. He looks good. He does look really good, but he reminds me of an Imaginext toy or like a Play School Heroes DC Super Friends. He only has like head articulation, arms, wrists, waist, and I believe the ankles. So it doesn't look like much going on. And then you see the pork rind head, which I'm not sure if you can pop that onto the Venom body or not, but I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. I'm really hoping that these are accessories and not individual figures for 20 bucks, because I wouldn't be happy paying that. SPDR, the Build-A-Figure Spider. This looks great. This looks just like in the comics. Single jointed elbows. I'm not too happy with that. I really hope the articulation is up to par. You can get him in some cool poses at least. But it does look good, and so I'm happy with that. Sadly, I'm a little disappointed that it didn't come with that girl that kind of controls that bot. So, you can't get everything. Dr. Otto Octavius. Looks cool. Original Doc Ock. People are going to love this. Me, I'm okay with it. Another villain to the lineup. But it looks great. I'm not sure if those tentacles are bendy or not. I'm assuming they are, because Mr. Fantastic is bendy. So I'm really hoping that those are as well. And that Doc Ock body is going to work wonders for a new Earth X Spider-Man. Cloak looks okay. I was never a fan of Cloak or Dagger, but I will say Cloak looks really good. Like the sculpted lines, that looks really nice. He seems to be on a Spider UK body, and so it's okay. Same for her, maybe even worse. I don't really care for Dagger at all. So, but I know people do, because they are a crazy duo. Elektra is another one I can care less about. I think these are kind of just taking away from the Spider-Man wave, if you ask me personally. Daredevil, Elektra, Cloak, and Dagger need to go somewhere else. They need to go on like their own Defenders wave or something like that. Stop taking away from the Spidey wave. I scream, you scream, we all scream for a nice Scream that looks cool. It looks a little bland. I wish they had more red to it, maybe some black lining on the red, but overall I like it a lot. The hair isn't what I thought it would be either. I thought they would go all out and give us Medusa's hair, but I'm surprised they did that. But it looks good. Her face looks really, really nice. And that box art looks fantastic. Just disappointed Lasher won't be in it. Yeesh. This looks disgusting. It looks like a commando. You ever seen the movie Small Soldiers? He looks like the Commando from Small Soldiers. I mean, I'm happy to have it. It looks good with the tendrils up. I'm assuming that you can put the pork grind head on his body. If you can't, well, then I don't really care for this Venom. And neither for this Carnage, because I already made a custom that kind of resembles this head. But the accessories are pretty cool, so that's a plus. Poison Spider-Man with the Donald Duck face. Yeah, I like it, honestly. This is obviously a prototype, but for me it looks like an Iron Man body with some Bucky cap arms or bullseye arms. A new sculpted head, and then some Spider UK lower legs. But one thing I wanted to point out, the reason why I say that these are prototypes is that you can see a lot of paint rub in some of the joints, like that under the shoulder or the armpit, the ankle, inside the calf where the boot swivels. You see that this is just prototypes. Like Hasbro just recently painted this. They didn't even seal it and just put it on display. You could also see some rubbing on her elbows and a couple other areas on certain figures. And for me, I don't know why they would release that. It's kind of baffling. Like, as a customizer, I wouldn't even take pictures of customs that have paint rub like that. So to display them in front of the world, for me, was a little too soon. I think they were a little anxious, but then again, what do I know? Even with that being said, I am happy to see these, and I am excited to know they're coming out this year, so I do look forward to picking them up. And I know you guys do too. Let me know your comments down below on what you think on these Toyfair Spider-Man figures. There are a lot of other releases that they put out. So if you guys want to see the Avengers or X-Men or Deadpool, check out some other reviewers. I'm sure they have some stuff up. This is just specifically Spider-Man. But as usual, if you like this video and you want to see more Spider-Man customs or any Spider-Man information or any Marvel Legends Spider-Man thing related, feel free to click like, comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. What's your favorite new Spider-Man in the wave? And feel free to subscribe, y'all. I appreciate the love. See you on the next one.